Uses of the article. So how is the article used? Article meaning this here, right? Well, it's Dagesh Forte. I'm going to outline 4 ways. The first is the basic way. A definite article specifies the noun. It tells you which noun. So if you write HaMelech, the king, HaMelech means simply the king. It specifies the king. Not any old king, but the king. Not some king, but the king. Okay, first use, common use. Number 2, it can stand for the demonstrative. Demonstrative. In fact, historically, it appears that the article was a weak demonstrative. What is a demonstrative? A demonstrative is a pointing word, a word that points out something, like this or that or these or those. Now, we'll take a look at demonstrative adjectives and pronouns in a later chapter and module, but the article can sometimes function this way. A good example, and a common example, is hayom. Yom means day, and so hayom means the day, but in some contexts it can mean this day. Oops, this day or today. So it's context that will tell you whether the article is functioning as a demonstrative, this day or today, or whether it's just a plain old specifying a noun, the day. Okay, that's use number 2 as a demonstrative. Use number 3. 3 is the article can be used with collective nouns or abstract nouns. So a word like zahav, zahav means gold. We put a ha on there. Hazahav, it means the gold, but sometimes you want to translate it simply as gold. It's a collective noun, and the article, you don't always want to say the gold. Sometimes it makes more sense to just say gold. So that's an example of the article on a collective noun. Chokhmah, which we've seen before, meaning wisdom. Chokhmah with the article on it, ha. Now here we're jumping ahead a little bit because you can't double a guttural, so there's no doubling there. But we'll deal with that in a later module. What I want to illustrate here is that this is an abstract noun, wisdom. Wisdom. And there's an example in Job. This is from Job, what is it? 28:12. Where you probably don't want to say the wisdom, you just want to say wisdom. The verse goes something like this: where shall wisdom be found? Where is the place of understanding? So you don't say where shall the wisdom be found, but where shall wisdom be found? Here we have an abstract noun with an article. So that can happen. Article can go with collectives or abstracts, abstract nouns. And fourthly, the article can be used as a vocative. Now vocative simply means direct address. It's when you're speaking directly to someone. So we had before HaMelech, HaMelech. It's getting messy here. That can mean the king, but it could also mean O king. O king, forgive me my debt towards you, or something. So when a person is talking directly to the king, the article could mean evocative. So you'll probably see this use mostly in direct speech, because that's where you're going to find vocatives. So 4 uses. First is the regular specifying a noun. This is the regular use of the article. Second use is as a demonstrative on some words in some context. You'll want to translate it as a demonstrative, for instance, this day or today rather than the day. Sometimes with a collective, you want to just translate the noun without the article, gold rather than the gold, or with an abstract, you want to say wisdom rather than the wisdom. And lastly, as evocative, you want to say, O king, rather than just the king. And it's context that will tell you the difference between these different uses.